Brother, cheers. This is our third season.
To the third season.
I'm so fortunate to have you in this lifetime, always putting up with me and hearing all my demos.
Oh, I love it, dude. It's one of my favorite things, and very recently, my Mac is like, well, not anymore, but was running out of space, and one of the things was like attachments to messages, and as I was going through and deleting like silly ones like, oh, this extra picture, which I have on my phone, I don't need it on my Mac as well, or like a ton of space in GIFs and certain videos, and then I realized, it was like a lot of the ones that which I did not delete, even though I have it on my phone. I want in two places. The demos, like a ton of demos that you've sent me, which I've listened to and enjoyed, some of which I've been like, hey, do you remember this one? But like a lot of which that we're now seeing come to fruition slowly but surely.
So weird.
And it's no, dude, it's so cool. Like, or like, you know, like going back and seeing what songs have already, like, you know, it's just the whole like lineage of Idle Wave exist in a like a chronicled series of messages through demos. Like now we've like arrived at this point, like you've sent me demos that are like coming out now, like whatever it is. It's super cool.
Yeah, you have the full Idle Wave history. You backed it up. I mean, I have
in a
too,
sense,
obviously.
yeah, where it's like, yeah, like the Idle Wave history through messages, like through sent like demos and voice memos or whatever.
Oh, it's awesome. I'm happy to be a part of it.
No,
yeah, I mean,
too.
it's very good to have a second opinion on these things. It's very good to just have somebody to bounce ideas off of, because your ears are more valuable than mine sometimes. Like in terms of listening to something, and I hear the potential for drums or this part to repeat or whatever,
Sure.
But I just send you the stream of conscious like scrap of what came out of me. And you always have something very positive. You find the right things in there, and just, or it's even me just asking the question, like, this is a hook, right? Like this kind of vibes, or this is like yeah.
Definitely, yeah. I find that like it's and it's not difficult. Like, I don't have to try to do this, but like I'm always able to find something like a takeaway from like a demo you send me, like whether I say like, oh, this is an anthemic, and oftentimes it is, or like it's a sing along, or it's like got this like really heartfelt, like, you know, gut wrenching part. Like I feel like a lot of that's the thing about your songwriting, is that those parts are often like obvious in a sense, where it's like, oh, this is the anthem, this is the gut, like the heart wrencher, this is the sing along, like, and I love that.
The anthem. Throw all your hands up.
They're all your
whoa.
But it's great, like, and a lot in your writing there's like anthemic parts, like you have that sing along anthemic thing like down pat, honestly, which I find really comes through also like in the more stripped back stuff in Emery.
Yeah. Well, I thought for a while, I actually got criticized by somebody once about like all you write is ballads. But then you get to a point where you realize you can mold a song into whatever you want it to be. And
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm starving to be creative in terms of maybe I'll sing this hook over, you know, I'll double the BPM or something, and
sure,
or I'll change the key to push it out of my range so it hurts to sing, but it sounds cooler when you're like gasping for that air.
Oh, definitely.
So it's like you have all it's, you know, once you have whatever you have, then you could play around with it. What I think is important is finding the hook, finding the melody over the music, and having that, and then you could make it either dancey or you can make it a straight up ballad. Sometimes it is what it is, and it doesn't want to be something else. Sometimes it's just got to be a ballad, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that at all. And I think like the song itself, like the song, the royal, whatever the song is, the format, the medium, the art, is it's a malleable thing. It can change over time, whether it's recorded live, whatever. But on top, like even above that, like the melody is what's the most important for a lot of people. Some of us start with the building blocks of like, we write the lyrics, the melody comes with it, and we, you know, it morphs as we go. And that's always been the sort of like the case, I feel like, for you, like as you send it to me, like the melody is always like the key point, whether it's you're playing over 4 chords or you're playing over something like more intricate, like the melody, like you always strive to like it's what catches our ears or catches my ears as you're demoing it.
Yeah, this one is kind of an homage to us sending each other very stream of conscious, or at least me sending you very stream of conscious demos. Emery kind of having this guitar progression that I just slid one thing into the next and then use that as a way of challenging myself to play this part, but also giving myself, having my hands focus on one thing so that like the vocals can be very organic and just me say what I want to say and articulate it with that, and kind of me and the guitar embody one voice, which I don't ever. It's so lame when people are like, "Oh, you tell somebody who's sick a guitarist like the guitar's like your voice."
Sure,
it's like
it
such
sounds
a boomer.
corny. It is
such a boomer thing, but I do
but
stand behind
real.
it.
Yeah, no,
hell yeah,
yeah. Like
nobody's ever like, "Oh, Jimi Hendrix was a great singer."
It's like he sounded cool, but like his guitar was his voice. Yeah, straight up.
100% more.